Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. You guys know what time it is? Time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. And for those of you who like these type of videos, please remember to click like down below. If you aren't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, please. But on to the point. Aaron, aka Alpha M, over at his fashion channel, made a video on the 10 supplements that might be killing your progress. I made it about halfway through because I realized there's no way I'm going to cover everything that he covered, because I can make a full video out of just his first 4 or 5 that he did, and I think we should talk about it. And some of this I feel like maybe he means well, because some of what he pointed out is truly dangerous. But Aaron also himself does sell some products and promote some products that are completely worthless based upon clinical trials. And so let's come over and be realistic about this. So he did point out that the supplements that he listed are generally worthless, waste of money, waste of time, and in some cases potentially dangerous. And I'm going to agree with that. And especially his first couple, like he talked about over-the-counter water pills being an issue. And it has to do with the fact that anything that could be a diuretic or have a diuretic effect in your body can be problematic. And let's come over to the point with that. Why would anyone want to drop water weight like that? In other words, if a person were to come to me and for whatever reason, even though bodybuilding is not my gig, and they would say, hey, I just want to look leaner and more ripped, well, it's like, well, why wouldn't you just adjust electrolyte and carb intake and everything and then reload? In other words, the same thing a lot of guys do before they go do a photo shoot or a bodybuilding show or whatever. A lot of that has to do with carb manipulation and loading and things. So a lot of times people will slightly deplete muscle glycogen, right? Slightly deplete sodium and things like that, and then they will carb and sodium load. And it is different than a lot of people think. They're thinking that you want to deplete electrolytes. Well, no, you don't want to deplete electrolytes. That will make your muscles drop water weight. If you go look at some of the experts out there, even who prep people for bodybuilding type shows who have advanced degrees in nutrition, you'll notice that they sodium load people. They pump them full of grams of salt. Grams of salt! Before they put them on any sort of stage or photo shoot. So you're dealing with something that's potentially dangerous, especially you get out in the heat and you sweat and you lose electrolytes, you lose salts. It can actually kill you. Not only is it going to make you feel like crap, not only not going to help you look any better, it could potentially kill you. It's just dangerous. It's dangerous to do anything that depletes electrolytes in your body. And this should be common sense, but it's not. People get so obsessed with water weight and things that they don't realize that's not a good thing. It really isn't, and he's right on that one. Messing with anything that's a diuretic or that manipulates electrolyte balance is at best going to make you feel like crap and give you headaches and cramps. At worst, it could be potentially deadly, and it's not even going to make you guys look better. It's all in your head that you think, oh yeah, I look more straight. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's ridiculous. If it actually works, it's going to make you look flatter. You're going to lose cuts even if you lose water under your skin. One of the next ones he hit was test boosters, and this is where I'm going to say he's right. We generally know that test boosters don't work. They don't work. And that's where he got it wrong of what he was describing is that, well, anything that boosts your testosterone or is doing this, you're putting these hormones in your body, well, test boosters don't actually do any of that. They don't work. And I'll come back over to the stuff that he mentioned because he tried to say tribulus, DHEA, these things will support your normal production. Well, what do you mean support? By support, meaning they're going to cheer it on, they're going to clap for it, they're going to say, hey, testosterone, you can do it. I mean, you could look in the mirror and do that. You could cheer your own testosterone production on and support it verbally in the mirror. You can give yourself daily affirmations that say, testosterone, you can do it, you can boost. Those products don't work either. They don't support anything. They're a waste of money. They're a complete waste of money. But testosterone boosters themselves have always been one of the biggest scams in the industry. All the data confirms that. All the data shows that. And the ironic part is that the only time you've ever seen any product that did seem to do it, right, that did seem to do it in any sort of clinical trial, they don't usually work, and when they do work, it's only sometimes when dealing with something like endurance athletes who have slightly low testosterone, who get a small boost from the product in the middle of like a training cycle or something in which their levels are being suppressed, and it's such a modest boost that it probably isn't going to impact your libido, it probably isn't going to impact your performance or muscle or anything else. People get so caught up in these little minor changes in testosterone levels only because people use testosterone. They inject testosterone in sports and bodybuilding, and they don't seem to understand these people aren't using amounts that some product is going to boost you from. They're not keeping you in the normal range. They're not taking you from this part of the normal range and a slight bump to this part of the normal range. These people are up here. It's not the same thing. And people are just not going to get a benefit from that. So yeah, in general, you need to avoid all those things. He is right. I agree. If you think you have low testosterone, go to a doctor, get some blood work done, find out. And if you really and truly do have low test and you need something, that's why modern medicine exists. Then he went on to talk about things like cleanses. And that's an interesting one, because I am generally of the opinion that some of the fewest things that may actually benefit you in the supplement world, and there are very, very few, most supplements, 95% of supplements are ripoff, might be some of the gut health stuff, particularly for people who have certain histories of various gut issues. Some of the gut health stuff out there may be the things that work. And I'm saying that as a supplement skeptic, guys. Okay, maybe gut health, but I don't mean cleanses, things that make you poop a blot, a bunch of big fiber supplement to expel everything out. I'm talking about things that support healthy gut flora, certain probiotics, prebiotics, things like even glutamine for people with certain histories of gut issues and gut damage. Okay, efficient digestion, a healthy gut is probably extremely beneficial to you guys for your gains, for fat loss, for performance, everything else. People say, well, why would that affect fat loss? Well, because if you are correctly absorbing nutrients and you can perform better, your energy turnover is going to be higher. A better energy turnover is going to equal better body composition. But yeah, gut health is a big deal, and it's an emerging area. But things that are just a cleanse to push stuff out, that's ridiculous. Get your gut health on point. Eat more vegetables. Let's come back over to that point, because I'm going to hit that on the next one that we cover for him. Eat more vegetables, all right? Because he mentioned spinach later. Why don't you eat some spinach? If you guys need just pushing things through your system better, because maybe you're on too high, a really, really high protein diet or something, and too low a fat, you just need more fiber, more vegetables. For those of you who eat carbs, and I really don't, eat a bunch of fruit. Eat some fruit. Eat more fruit. And if you don't eat many carbs, eat more vegetables. Like I do, because I don't do carbs. I do keto. Not that I think carbs are bad. They're not. I have my own reasons for doing keto diet. I eat a ton of vegetables. That will keep everything moving. It'll keep everything flowing. And then we come over to his point of the multivitamin. He's like, oh, synthetic multivitamins. I agree. Synthetic multivitamins are not good. You shouldn't take them. All right, so if someone comes to me and says, I take it as an insurance policy, I have to go, man, you're kind of stupid. You don't need that as an insurance policy. You can't eat food. You can't eat food. Go look at the nutrient profile of your food. If you're eating enough meat and vegetables, you shouldn't need or benefit from any multivitamin. And the synthetic ones, yeah, like he's talking about, they are potentially dangerous. They can actually hurt you and create toxicity in your body with that. I'll agree with Aaron. Where I'm going to disagree is he says, I think every man needs a natural multivitamin. No, you don't. Let's come over to my point. He says, because they take stuff like iron directly out of spinach and put it in here. And it's like, why can't you just eat spinach? Let's go over to what he's talking about. A man. A man. Every man should be taking one of these. Then I'll see grown men who say, supposedly grown men, oh, I can't eat vegetables. Are you 6 years old, or are you a man? If you're a man, eat your vegetables. Eat your vegetables. You don't need a multivitamin that extracts a few things from vegetables and tells you it'll be fine. Just eat your vegetables, guys. Not that hard to get them in. You can cook with them. You can put them in everything. 1 cup of raw spinach every day for most of you guys. Let's just be realistic here. Most of you who are maybe not getting quite enough fiber or enough iron or vitamin C or vitamin K or whatever it is that you're talking about, 1 cup of spinach leaves, if you just munched on them and ate them every day, would probably fix all of that. Okay, I want to make that clear. Most of your vitamin deficiencies that most of you guys out there have, if you just ate a big old handful of spinach every day and just added that to whatever you're eating, it would probably disappear. All right, you could pretty much munch that down in 2 minutes. You could eat that as a little snack, just some spinach leaves. Throw some spinach on whatever you're eating, a little side of spinach. I mean, broccoli works great too. But spinach, for those of you who have a bad diet, spinach will probably cure your nutrient deficiencies if you're already eating a ton of meat and everything else. Problem solved. Why do you need these products? You don't need them. You don't need them at all. Because again, he's again pushing stuff from bodybuilding.com, and here's what I would say with that. I'm not going to get up and disparage a company too much, but realistically, anyone who thinks that bodybuilding.com is this amazing ethical company has not done their research, and they haven't looked at the FDA or the $7+ million in fines that the FDA has thrown at bodybuilding.com. It's publicly available information. Research these companies a little bit closer. Guys, before you jump up and say, well, they're a big company, they're super well known, it's a massive distributor. Go look at the FDA websites and things. You might want to double check that. And that way, see, I'm not disparaging a company. I'm telling you guys to go do your own research. You should look into that a little bit closer before you jump to those conclusions. I personally choose not to give any business to that company. All right, guys, well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.